you know, appeared over here. Like, what's going on? It's pretty obvious at that point. He got caught. And then I turn around, like, is it recording?
Let's talk about exchanging money
We're gonna
in
be talking.
Bali.
We're going to be talking about exchanging money, and this is kind of like I want to share this experience with you guys so you don't get ripped off when you need to exchange money in Bali, because this is something very common in Southeast Asia. We needed some local money, okay? And then we found this small kind of like currency exchange stores, but not one of those like big ones, so it kind of looked shady. And then Jackie was like, you know, hey Vulcan, maybe we shouldn't go there, you know, because it looks kind of a little bit shady because it's too small. And I'm like, that's gonna be fine because we count the money. They don't do a lot of counterfeitings over here usually. I mean, I haven't had not even a single experience where I had a counterfeit money. You know, I had a problem. No, none. So and I'm thinking, all right, fine. I mean, we're gonna get some you know local money, and I'm gonna count it. I'm gonna make sure it's fine. It's okay. I said it's gonna be fine, and I didn't listen to her. Then we had, how much did we have? 200 Australian dollars. We had 200 Australian dollars, which is like 150 US dollars maybe, and 140 or 30 euros.
120.
120. So long story short, 200 Australian dollars equals 2,018,000 rupees in Indonesia. So I go up to this place and I park the motorcycle and I go alone first. So I tell her, hey, Jackie, just wait for me, I'll be right back. And I go and I just give the guy, don't even see the guy first because I'm a little tall and the guy's like down here. So I give him 200 Australian dollars. And then he goes, so they normally have this currency over here, it's 1,000 rupees, which is, I think, the highest bill here.
100,000.
100,000, yeah, it's hard to get adjusted. And over here, this is what he does. He's got 50,000 bills. And then he starts counting. 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, this is a million here, all right? We got a million here. I need 2,018,000. This is what he does. First, he does this and he's like, okay. And then I take it and I start counting. You know, 1, 2, 3, and so on. So everything is fine. And then he goes on to the second stack, and then so I need another million on top of that. And then he counts another stack, just like that. All right. So we got 2 million here. And then he does this. So I'm trying to make sure I don't get ripped off, because I know in Southeast Asia, in developing nations in general, by the way, just keep in mind, it's super common. You know, you're gonna get ripped off. The rule of the thumb is always focus. Just focus. You know, you just gotta focus, count it. Okay, don't get distracted, because they literally do those like magician tricks, like hocus pocus things. So this is how it goes. So I'm thinking, all right, this guy, I get a feeling, I'm like, this guy's probably gonna rip me off. And because, you know, the kind of people who don't make a lot of eye contact, and when you smile at them, you know, they don't return the smile back, just watch out for them usually. I've been traveling for some time. I get to know people I can see through people pretty good. So anyway, long story short, mosquitoes are biting me. Long story short, so he has 2 million ready for me, you know, to be picked up and leave, all right? This is what he does. He gives me the stack, and he goes, I got 20,000, you got 2,000? And then I'm like, yeah, sure, let me get my girlfriend. You know, he has the change. And I literally just, you know, look away, and I'm like, wave at Jackie, and I'm like, hey Jackie, just come over here real quick. And then, you know, Jacqueline starts walking towards me. And on the back of my, I just didn't have this thought. I'm like, I just looked away, you know, because this is how it works here. You know, you just look away, you know, all kinds of shady stuff happens when you're not looking, all right? She comes over, she gives me 2,000, all right? So I give him 2,000. This is what he does. Are you getting over here? This is what he does. So normally I can pick up this stack over here, I can just take it, right? He covers it. So basically it's like a body language type of trick. He does this, and I'm like, you know, 2,000, and then I give him 2,000. He had 2 stacks of this money. This isn't the exact amount, but let's say this is 1 million, 1 million, okay? This is what he did, literally. As soon as I looked away, he just put over here some money, all right? So he's got 2 over here. He's got this, and he's talking to me. So I handed him 2,000, all right? And then this is what he did. So he took it, and then he did this. He gave it to me. I forgot this one detail. Before I called Jackie, he actually, this is what he did. I had counted the money, it was 2 million, correct, 100%. On top of that, to build trust, he actually, in front of me, started counting very slowly, like this, 2, 3, 4, to gain trust. So he's basically telling me on a subconscious level, dude, I'm on your side, I don't want you to get ripped off. So here, I'm counting this for you so you don't get ripped off. That's what he did. But then after, I looked away, called Jackie, and while I was calling Jackie, he did this trick. He took a nice chunk of stack, put it on the side. I come over, she comes over, I pick up the money, I take it, I turn around, and because Jackie came, so I have a reason to count it again, to make sure. So it kind of looked like, hey, look, I'm showing it to my girlfriend, you know, I'm proving it to my girlfriend. Because you don't want to count it 100 times. Every time I look away, what am I going to do? Every second I look away, I just count it. Okay, fine, cool. All right, eye contact maintained. I'm looking away again. Oh shit, all right, count it again. I can't do that. It's just too much. So anyway, she comes over, then I'm showing it to her. I'm like a 1, 2, 3, and then I hear the guy say, hey man, hey, is like, and then he's just fucking this guy. He's just like, here, rest. I can't do accents. I'm sorry. Rest. He kind of had like an Indian accent, but when I just kind of went like I wanted to make an eye contact with him, and it turns out actually he's from here. I think he's from Bali, with an Indian accent. I don't know. Anyway, so. And then he's like, here, this is the rest of your stack. As if somehow magically I forgot to pick up, appeared over here. Like, what's going on? It's pretty obvious at that point. He got caught. And then I turn around like, pissed. So I'm steaming. And I'm like, to trigger one of those trigger moments, man, come on, just calm down. You're in Southeast Asia. This is considered normal here, all right? So I turned around, just literally this is what I said. I just, come on, man. Just took it, just looked at him, just walked, continued, proceeded, kept going, took my phone with a blank face, with a poker face, took the picture of the whole place. There you go. Now I'm sharing it. Obviously, I'm gonna share it. I'm probably gonna tweet that about a whole 100 places too. And then that was it. And then I'm like, just thought about it over and over again. That day I just kept talking about it. Actually, Jackie got sick and tired of it because I was constantly saying, oh my gosh, I almost got ripped off big time. Oh my gosh, this one time. Oh my God, I'm never gonna forget. Anyway, long story short, just be careful. Be careful with your money because this is a lot of money. And if you're a tourist, they have all kinds of tricks. They're very good. They smile a lot. I really like the locals over here. But again, they not somehow, it's a developing name. I don't even know if they're developing actually. This is an island. But at the end of the day, they justify it in their heads. They say it's okay. Well, Westerners, they have a lot of money. That is true. And it's okay to steal just a little bit, because technically everything is super cheap. So they kind of justify it in their heads. That's the reason I kind of relate. But I mean, if you ask me, according to my philosophy, that's stealing. And that's just like an easy way to, it's kind of like believing like, you can only, the only way to make a lot of money is stealing. Some people happen to think that, which is not true. In my opinion, it's not an opinion, it's my philosophy. I don't think that's right. But anyway, I just wanted to share this experience with you. You guys, if you guys have any, just leave your comments. Tell me what you think. Tell me if this is okay. Do you think this is okay? If you're in a, developing nation or a, poor country, do you think it is okay to do those tricks? Not robbing a person on a gunpoint. Everybody knows that's wrong. But do you think this is okay? When you look away, when you get distracted, do you think this is okay? I personally think no. And this is my story, and I hope you guys like it. And I'm going to continue with my vlogs, by the way. I had to take a break for 3 months because I really needed to focus on work. I am a web developer. We've been traveling for more than a year so far, and I just needed to focus on my projects, because technically working with vlogs, editing the videos, uploading them, etc., they take a lot of time. And when you're an entrepreneur, just time, energy equals money. Time is the best currency, so it's very important. So anyway, now I'm just going off tangent. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys, and again, I'm going to be uploading more videos. If anything, I will be uploading my vlogs every weekend or more. So if you guys like this video and my vlogs, you can just watch them, the vlogs that I've been uploading. Go ahead and subscribe. Thank you so much. Take care. Should I continue talking more?
Hello.
Name is
Hi.
Coco. Coco. We call
Coco?
Yes, Coco.
Coco.
The black and white is Oreo.
Oreo.
Yes.
Okay.
Oreo.
Hello, Coco.